adventure, scenery, enchantment, gastronomy, history, charm, and mystery. All this and more are found in the province of Chimborazo, located in the central region of Ecuador, a colorful and diverse country. Its territory is divided into 10 counties. Traveling through the province, we encounter an amazing diversity of flora and fauna. Contrasting climates that offer spectacular glaciers, subtropics, and high tundra. And experience the tranquil silence, the bustle of fairs, the charm of its people, the extraordinary landscape, the beat of the earth. Chimborazo is the province of the Andean summits, a series of mountainous chains that connect the main branches of the Andes mountain range. They awaken and greet visitors, adorned throughout the day in assorted colorful hues until darkness descends, and remain camouflaged until the following morning. Rivers, green fields, patchwork mountainsides, precipitous cliffs, and rugged mountain ranges impress travelers of this area to the most privileged beauty. Riobamba is the link between the coast and the mountain range. Located in the heart of the Ecuadorian territory is the perfect location to view and fall in love with the towering mountain peaks that can be seen. Chimborazo, Carrihuerazo, Tungurahua, and El Altar. This is the region where spectacular landscapes, in addition to warm-hearted people, make the city a special destination to visit. Its museums of religious art, archaeology, and history welcome visitors with open doors. Traveling through its streets will allow you to appreciate its architecture, which is a testament to its historical significance. Temples, parks, and monuments reveal European influence. Apparent in the cathedral, the basilica, the Conception, and San Antonio. The religious culture of the people is also evident in these buildings. Riobamba is the starting point of a trip to remember for a lifetime. Visit places like Cacha, the door to the sun, the land of the Puruá people that forms a large window from which we can appreciate the Sultana in all of its splendor. It is located on a hillside where we are received by its cultural and touristic center displaying traditional crafts. Junín, where you will be able to visit a museum that displays artifacts that acquaint you with this native people, their view of the cosmos, and mixed ancestry. Pack your bags for adventure as we head for the giant of the Andes. This particular province's name comes from the word Chimbo, which means seat of the homeowners, and Razo, which means ice. Therefore, its name would be seat of the ice homeowners. is a snow-covered mountain reaching 6,310 meters above sea level. It is the highest elevation in Ecuador, and the summit is the highest point on Earth as measured from the center of the Earth. Therefore, it is known as the point nearest to the sun. Discover natural beauty where the native people used to worship Chimborazo. Take a brief rest in the solitary tree. Or admire the forest of palilipes. It is almost impossible not to be surprised by the capricious forms of the tree trunks, which appear enchanted. Visit the Palacio Real and enjoy its unique cuisine: pork, beef, or llama steak. The Chuquiragua plants, the llamas, the glistening crystal-clear glacier water. Be a risk-taker and experience the adrenaline rush of an adventure tour. Feel the momentum and breathe in the pure air when mountain biking. Dare to enjoy the exciting sport of mountaineering. Accept the challenge to conquer the summit closest to the sun. Leave the tracks of the Humboldt behind and witness the brilliance of the eternal ice crystals that surround Chimborazo. Each town has its own unique attractions. Alausi boasts of mountains, tundra, as well as subtropic valleys. Here, one can experience the living history of the railway. Alausi extends to the feet of the imposing statue of its founder, San Pedro. Walk the streets and admire the old Spanish architecture, parks, churches, monuments, and statues. It is a place and people lost in time. The town invites visitors to go back in time and experience its mysterious history as the witch street lanterns evoke their legends. Visit its station, the starting point to a unique railway experience. Here, visitors will find a craft market offering an extensive range of souvenirs and crafts that represent the creativity of its settlers. Prepare to go on the most thrilling and difficult train ride in the world. The route will take you past steep, climbing cliffs on one side of the train, with rocks that nearly scratch off the train's paint and deep, seemingly endless ravines on the other side. The trip will take visitors past the Nariz del Diablo, the Devil's Nose, as the train descends by zigzagging down the face of the cliff before arriving at Sibambe Station. The train is completely rehabilitated so that it now provides its visitors with thrill, fascination, and incredible views within a safe and secure railway. Amid the high tundra of the Andes, where ice-cold water falls among the Andean peaks at 3,700 meters above sea level, lie the twin lakes of Ozogoche, which is Quichua for desire to eat meat. Here, during the final days of September, an unusual natural event occurs. Thousands of birds, called cuvivis, migrate to the waters of these lakes to fall into its waters, drown, and die together. The indigenous of the area have designated this event the Tribute. Without doubt, this remote spot fascinates everybody that visits it. Enjoy horseback riding around the gaps of Ozogoche while delighting in the peaceful serenity of its water and the sound of the waves gently lapping the shore. Traveling through the province, you can view the agricultural towns such as Chambo that display landscapes full of green pastures and delightful places for leisurely touring, ecological discovery, or adventure. A visit to the spa in Guayabamba, which has become a popular tourist attraction, can't be avoided. Here, you can soak in the thermal water pools, and then for those who are daring enough, submerge in ice-cold water, which is known to help calm the nerves. And why not dare to experience it all? La Pampa is vibrating with entertainment, like the cable car or zip line. The pendulum, the pool, and four-wheeling. Sport fishing, because waiting for you at the end will be a delicious gastronomic reward, the Bandaja Pampa, fried trout. Chunchi is known as the entrance door to southern Ecuador. Here, there is an important section of the Capacñan, or Road of the Inca, a walk that will turn out to be unforgettable. The sacred hill Punyai, which is thought to have been the site of an ancient temple made in the shape of a guacamaya, a mythical animal of the Kanyari culture that, according to the legend, has to do with the origin of this mystical town. Visitors are invited to camp and experience the extraordinary cloud dance at sunset. This is Punyai, with all of its mysticism and energizing charm. But let's travel to the cradle of the Purua nation, Colta, where we will find a lake bearing the same name. With its picturesque reed houses, migrant herons, and diverse fauna. The lake has recently been restored with a jetty walk, permitting us to photograph and enjoy a unique look at its environment. It also offers camping sites, and for lovers of extreme sports, an exhilarating motocross trail. Next to the Lake of Colta is the Church of Balvanera, that according to historians is the first church built by the Spaniards in Ecuadorian territory in 1534. In remembrance of the Holy Virgin of Balvanera. In Colta, the archaeological ruins, museums, and old buildings transport us to the past. While the Sunday Indigenous Fair is a living testimony to this industrious town and its colorful culture. Payatenga, located in the subtropic, offers a pleasant climate that permits a wide variety of plant life, a world of ever-changing fragrances and colors. Its landscape mixes the exotic with the serene, walking through ecological paths that take us to the interior of the mountain, leading us to impressive waterfalls echoing in the surrounding rocks. The falls of Santa Ana, San Jorge, and Santa Marianita are among the many breathtaking falls of the area. When entering the cloud forest, a variety of orchids can be observed and appreciated, and wildlife areas delight the appetite of visitors who are avid bird watchers. Without a doubt, the Princess of Chimborazo allures visitors to enjoy its welcoming inns set in a bright natural environment, its cheerful inhabitants, its colorful countryside, and the beauty of its enchanting landscape. We continue descending to the lowlands, arriving at the town of Cumanda. The climate permits an abundance of vegetation. The people who live in beautiful Sumcamal work industriously in the production of panela, unrefined whole cane sugar obtained from boiling and evaporating sugar cane juice. Enjoy a pleasant climate where the crossing of ecological paths invites birds and butterflies to accompany visitors. These beautiful creatures embellish the foliage like whimsical ornaments. Their colors, along with the sound of trickling water, creates a magical paradise. Later, we come upon the Chorrera del Diablo, which climbs to a height of about 25 meters and offers a spectacular view of the surrounding area. The charm of the princess lives up to its name. A waterfall of crystal clear cold water comes from the tundra, providing a contrast to the area's hot climate. Surrounded by the landscape's inherent natural beauty and biodiversity, one cannot help but feel a connection with nature. As the day ends, the sun's last rays illuminate the flight of the herons, giving the impression of a living postcard. Guamote is a colorful town complete with unimaginable panoramas. Every Thursday, Guamote hosts the largest indigenous market of the country, where bartering is gladly accepted and expected. People sell sheep, pigs, cattle, horses, and llamas, and also gather at the market just to hang out with friends. Now, let's go to Atillo from Guamote, passing by the Sangay National Park. The capricious rocky formation, Roko Capac, is simply breathtaking. The paved road crosses the lake, and the view captivates all who travel here. Also, if you hold a passion for fishing, Atillo will be waiting for you with its calm waters. On the journey to Laguna Negra, the streams and waterfalls seem to descend from everywhere, each known by legends that are created around them. The lake is surrounded by cold and humid tundra. The water is dark and varies in color from black, green, and blue, depending on weather conditions. Native people say that once a person enters its water, they will never leave. Guano is a charming town known for its local cuisine, crafts, and religious activities. Its downtown park, surrounded by Spanish architecture, is the ideal location to shop for handmade crafts, carpets, and artwork made by the skillful hands of city artisans. Here, you can find beautiful fine-crafted sweaters, rugs, and blankets made from alpaca wool in pre-Columbian and Colombian designs, or made to order according to the preference of the client. The old walls of what was once the convent of Nuestra Señora de la Asunción dates from the year 1572. The only wall that remains standing after the earthquake of 1949 was jealously protected by the Friar Lazarus of Santofimia. He was the first attendant of this church, and his mummy can be observed at the Centro de Interpretación Turística del Municipio de Guano. The inns of Guano are surrounded by wildlife. The park, Los Elenes, has mineral water swimming pools considered to have healing properties, with slides and an artificial wave pool, as well as a children's playground. After all of the activities, you will have worked up an appetite. The remarkable culinary options start from empanadas, moñuelos, and the delicious cholas, which are small, elaborate loaves of bread with wheat flour and honey, or panela. The recipes are a tradition handed down through generations and baked in wood-fired ovens. But you still have to try the local favorite, fried pork, called fritada. Absolutely delicious. You can't leave Guano without savoring these culinary samples that make this town a favorite among visitors. Entering the town of Penipe is an unforgettable crossing toward the snow-covered mountain Capac Urcu, which means Sublime Hill. It was historically a place of sun worship, and so the Catholic Church baptized it as El Altar. Located in the National Park Sangay is the Releche Farm in the parish of Candelaria. Here, visitors can rent mules at an affordable price, or if preferred, enjoy a hike on foot. The incredible beauty of this landscape is a magical place that lies between the tundra and the rainforest. After approximately 2 hours of traveling, we arrive at the valley of Colianes. Here, you will find the comfortable refuge of Capac Urcu, a place that allows us to regain strength and to leave for our hike to a new conquest. The view of the volcano from this point is unique and offers marvelous scenic beauty. Clearly marked paths guide us toward the center of the caldera that encloses the valley. We discover a reward for this adventure when we hike by the enigmatic charm of the Yellow Lakes that is fed by the thaws of the internal face of the mountain that gave its origin. Many mountain climbers say that being inside the crater of El Altar is like being sheltered by a frozen blanket of hanging glaciers, while the sharp peaks wrap you up in their mysterious legends. While facing Capac Urcu, one senses the challenge to conquer its summit. Upon your return, stopping in Penipe will delight you with the local delicacy, baked corn tortillas prepared over the heat of volcanic stones. Visitors to Ecuador cannot miss the opportunity to visit Chimborazo in its stunning natural state, full of mystery, adventure, and Andean influence in the heart of Ecuador. Live the adventure, take the challenge, climb the heights, experience the land that takes you closest to the sun. production of JR Audio Video Multimedia. Image professionals making your decision successful. Riobamba, Ecuador.